Shalom Aleichem and Baruchim Habayim. Moshe Langado, here speaking under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch Ahavat Yisrael in San Diego, California, and Sha'rei Tziyon here in Brooklyn, New York. My friends, this week we will be reading Parshat NASO. Parshat NASO discusses a very holy individual, the Nazir, the Nazarite, the man who tries to separate himself from the pleasures of this world and come closer to God. It seems like a tremendously beneficial procedure to come closer to the Borei Olam. But when I open up the Gemara in Nedarim and in Nazir, we see that there was a great tzaddik, Shimon HaTzaddik, who was a Kohen, who refused to have anything to do with the Nazir. He would shun him and would not eat from his korban or take his korban. One day, Shimon HaTzaddik was strolling through Har HaBayit, through the Temple Mount, and he sees a very handsome young man, a Jewish Adonis, and he questions him. "Young man, what are you doing here?" And the young man answered, "I have a desire to become a Nazir." Shimon HaTzaddik told him, "Do you know, when you become a Nazir, you have to shave off your hair, and you have a beautiful head of hair?" And the young man answered, "Rabbi, you should know, I am a shepherd by trade, and I work for my father, and we live in the south. One day, as I was taking care of my sheep and watering them, I noticed my reflection in the pool of water. And immediately, Brother Satan came and started talking to me, telling me, 'Young man, what are you doing here in no man's land, the Judean desert? You should go to Tel Aviv, to the bars, to the clubs. You are handsome. You are part of the beautiful people.' And I told him, 'Satan, leave me alone.' And there and then I decided to cut off my head of hair and to banish the Satan from me." Shimon HaTzaddik hugged the man, and to him he was willing to help become a Nazir. Now, that is an important lesson to be learned. Why was Shimon HaTzaddik enamored by this young man from the south? And many answers are given, but may I focus in on one answer. Shimon HaTzaddik saw something in this young man, which was beautiful and correct. That when he realized how handsome he was, and that the Yetzer Hara was starting to bother him, he didn't look at the Yetzer Hara as being an integral part of his own being, but he spoke to the Yetzer Hara as if he was another person, another being. He said, "Satan, what are you trying to do to me?" Comes Reb Shimon and saw something so powerful that many times we think that when we do something bad, that's our essence which is doing bad. And that's not true. Our essence is pure. We say every morning, "Elohai neshama shenatata bi tohorai." It's pure. But Brother Satan comes and tries to do what? To tarnish it. And this young man understood that. And he spoke to the Satan, to the Yetzer Hara, as another person. When we do that, we can actually beat the Satan. Legend has it that when the Spaniards came to the Americas and fought the Indians were perplexed because they saw a strange being half horse, half animal, and half man. They saw the white man riding a horse. And at first they thought that it was one, half man, half horse. And they were defeated over and over again till they realized that it's not one being, it's two beings. It's a horse and a human. Then they were able to secure victories. My friends, if we look at the Satan as being part of us, we are bound to fail. If we realize, like the man from the south, that the Satan, the Yetzer Hara, is a separate entity, then victory is in our hands. My friends, we have another great rabbi who fell from grace and became an apikoros. And his student, Rabbi Meir, told him, Rebbe, come back. And he said, my student, I heard in heaven that they said every Jew could come back, chutz mi'acher, except for the other one. And that's my appellation. Acher's real name was Elisha ben Avuya. When he thought that Ha'acher had taken over his essence and he became one with his Yetzer Hara, then there is no victory possible. That's what Shemaim was saying. Realize that you're not Acher. Acher can't come to Gan Eden, but Elisha ben Avuya surely can. Don't make them one. Don't make ourselves evil. Yes, evil may lurk in our hearts, but that's not us. And when we realize that, then victory over all evil is within our grasp. Shabbat Shalom, and may we all have only brachot.